Lori. I don't want to discuss where. Thanks. Just say healthcare worker, that'd be fine. Well, yeah. It actually was not, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I guess it was September, yeah. Yeah, it was a while ago, but yeah. I think it's just, for me, it's kind of been building because, you know, I have kind of a deadline if I'm gonna get the flu shot or not, the end of October, so. I was very angry because they had sent out a previous memo that said that they were strongly encouraging getting the flu vaccine, but they weren't mandating it. And then they had another memo saying that it was mandated and that it was ordered by the public health officer. Absolutely, from public health, yes, because the state of California only requires that an employer, for a healthcare worker, they only require that they basically offer them the flu vaccine, and then they can sign a declination form, so they can decline if they want. And if they do decline, then they have to wear a mask. And that's what the state requires. But this particular order was going far beyond that by saying that you have to get a flu vaccine, and if you don't, basically there's issues with that. So I'm assuming maybe the hospital would be dealing with possible charges. I don't know, but basically it's you have to get the flu shot or you have to have a medical exemption. And if you have a medical exemption, you can wear the mask, but it doesn't allow for philosophical exemption or religious exemption. So it's actually, well, I don't want to discuss who my employer is, but it was in a memo. It's actually written in a memo, and that's out on the internet. Somebody else had leaked that, so it's out there. It's actually multiple reasons for me. I do have a very strong religious belief that I believe that my body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, and that I shouldn't be injecting strange substances into my body from a vaccine. And also, I have a lot of family members who have reacted badly to vaccines. One family member who's very close to me actually had a temporary paralysis, Guillain-Barré, from a vaccine. So I'm very skittish about getting vaccines. I'm very scared about it, and I've never had a flu vaccine. And so I feel like if I go to get a vaccine, then I might be playing Russian roulette. I don't know if I'm gonna react or not. Oh, Guillain-Barré. It's basically paralysis. It can be anything from temporary to permanent. It's basically, oops, sorry, my battery's low. Can you see me? Okay, sorry. Basically, Guillain-Barré is, can be a temporary paralysis, or it can be permanent, and it's kind of a neurological symptom that can happen from vaccines. It's actually it causes a lot of anxiety because, you know, you're thinking, well, am I gonna have a job next year? Are they gonna mandate, a coronavirus vaccine, and then I'm gonna have to quit my job because they're mandating it? I was already worried about that, and then this came along all of a sudden. So that's kind of why I wanted to stand up against it, at least with the public health officer, so. Yeah, I mean, if you look on some of the CDC statistics that I can't really quote any for you right now, but I've done my own research and I've come to my own conclusion that it's not a good thing. There's things like how in the VAERS system, which is the reporting system for vaccine injuries, the flu shot has more entries in there than any other vaccine. So. I am not, for me, it's like people can decide to get whatever vaccines they want. I'm not against that. It's a personal choice. So when a mandate comes down that's infringing upon my rights of informed consent, which basically means that I can weigh the risks and the benefits of a medical procedure and then decide what I want to do. And if there's a mandate for something, that takes away my informed consent, and I believe that's a basic human right. For myself, yes. And right, for myself, I would prefer to not get vaccines. Thank you, yeah. Right, and that's the thing too, is that with this protest, I'm trying to represent multiple people that are too afraid to step out and speak out against this mandate. They're scared that they're going to lose their jobs if they go out there and say something. So I'm saying something because, you know, I'm tired of being afraid. I don't want to live under fear from some, you know, kind of bullying. I mean, I love my job. I love where I work. I love my coworkers. I don't want to lose my job. But when they're trying to force me to get something that I'm against, I have a problem with that. But I'm trying to focus on the public health office to reverse this order. And the reason why is because that way maybe my employer will be able to not mandate it. And that way I'm not, you know, defaming my employer. That way I can focus on the order, if that makes sense. That's right. Yeah, it was I don't know, probably maybe 30 people. I don't know, but it was a lot. It was a lot of people. It was pretty diverse, but a lot of it was healthcare workers, people that I know, and that's the thing too, is the petition that was put online was part of what encouraged me to actually speak out about this whole thing, because 1,200 signatures over that is now on that petition. And I looked at some of the comments on there, and I saw doctors, nurses, people that I know and work with that made comments that say, hey, this is supposed to be a choice. This is ridiculous to mandate it. So that encouraged me even more to speak out about it and try to make something happen. It was awesome. It was exciting. It was fun. It was really neat to have that support, that community support. And I had a cowbell that I was ringing, and it was fun. It was really fun to just kind of, and you know, we had all these people honking, and it was really bringing our community together, and it was a blast. And we basically started at 7 a.m. and we knew that they were going to have the supervisor meeting at about 9 a.m. And so after we protested in front of public health, we went over to the courthouse and we protested in front of the courthouse. And it was really fun, and I'm very thankful to Dr. Hess. He spoke and he was amazing, and that was awesome. And also having everybody else there, and we also were able to make public comments at the meeting. So yeah, Dr. Hess, yep. Well, yeah, here's the thing. The CDC has a playbook for the coronavirus vaccine. And in that playbook, I've seen people that have posted on Facebook have shown photos of how in the playbook it explains that they're going to ramp up the mandate for influenza vaccines. Vaccines go through at least 10 years of testing, and I don't even trust those ones. So why would I trust the coronavirus one, which has less than a year probably of testing? Yeah, I mean, if masks protect us, then why can't I just wear a mask? And here's the thing, the group that I'm representing, we are about choice. We are not anti-vaccine, we are about making a choice. And that's what I'm trying to preserve with this protest, and with anything that I can say in the public is, we want to preserve choice, medical freedom. That's what I'm for. Right, and that's why I'm trying to represent kind of a large group of people, in the sense of we are for choice, and everybody deserves whatever choice they want to make, whatever that happens to be. Okay. All right, well. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. That's okay. All right. Thank you so much.
But some healthcare workers who were protesting Tuesday disagree.
We are about choice. We are not anti-vaccine. We are about making a choice. And if there's a mandate for something, that takes away my informed consent, and I believe that's a basic human right.